Humans love war. We love the sight of it. We love to speak about it. We love the sound of it. In fact, the feeling of it awakens the side of us that makes it seem like we taste blood. Why is that so? I believe our brothers and sisters in the science of the psyche will have a word for it. I don't know at the moment, but there's no how that there is no word for it, because this is pretty much universal. You see it in our movies. Okay, let me share this scenario. Think of an epic movie that speaks about maybe a faction trying to pull out from another faction, or they're fighting over resources, or maybe their kings have one or two issues, and one is revolting, the other is defending. Whatever. The war between nation one and nation two. Pay attention to that part when the general is giving this big speech. Both generals give big speeches to their men, right? But listen to that big speech and listen to how motivated they will become after that, and they rush into the war. But most importantly, pay attention to the men behind that front line, the ones beating the drum of war. Sometimes you see them blowing flutes, like you begin to ask, what is music doing in the theater of war? It's still happening today. Only this time, it is in the form of disinformation, propaganda, misinformation, fake news, you name it. It's still happening. And you and I are enjoying the show. Yeah, we love to see it. We love the sound of it. We even love to speak about it, even though we whisper behind our screens to ourselves. But why? Why do we love violence? Yeah, I need to question myself now as a human, because I don't understand why these same humans that we teach one another through the thousands of religions that they have, that they should love each other, should live in peace and unity, prosper, and advance the human race forward, will still be the ones killing themselves and bringing whatever progress that they have built over the years down. Why? Okay, enough asking questions, why we humans are horrible. It is what it is, right? But let's focus on the photo of the day, the reason why I brought this topic up. And when you return, oh my God, this fly. And then when you return, we shall speak about what was going on in my head before I captured the photo. All right. Okay. Welcome. Yeah, that was me in 2018, 2019. I was experimenting on the use of multiple exposures, but this time around I have to place the camera on a tripod and stitch it up in Photoshop. Fun times. Anyways, in that photo I was trying to speak about, or rather I was trying to reference the Nigerian Civil War that happened 1967 to 1970. I was trying to see how I can use my photography to convince people to recognize that they really need to sit down, pick a day in the calendar of the year, and call it a holiday for them to sit and discuss about the past. Violence, and forgive each other. That's the goal. Yes, that was the goal. Because you know the reason why? You don't hear these things. and people are walking about with these past traumas in them. Yes, trauma, it happened a long time ago, right? But do you know that trauma can be inherited? Yeah, it's actually a thing. If you feel hurt by your brother or sister or your neighbor, how do you want to build a nation with them? This is the classic case of Nigeria. Nigeria is a place that has over 200 and something ethnic groups. And at some point in time, they fought themselves. So I wanted to use my project to make the government of the day to bring out a policy that will put a day for everyone to acknowledge the wrongs that happened to them or their fathers, and then move on. We really need to move on to get out of this present situation we'll find ourselves. But I guess that is not happening because the government of the past didn't, and even the government of the day is not even thinking about it. The man in the photo happened to be alive during the war. And one of the reasons why I presented this photo this way, why you see me appear in two places, was because his uncles were killed during the war. So yeah, I was just trying to play the role of his uncles. I was just playing out the story he told me. But what is interesting about the death of his uncles was that the people that killed his uncles are actually not the enemy, but his own people. And why? Because they suspected his uncles to be saboteurs. But you might want to ask the evidence against this suspicion. And the evidence is that they are Muslims. Yeah. So the Igbo people are not known to, they are known for religions like African traditional religion and Christianity, but not Islam. Yeah. So being a Muslim kind of informed or misinformed these people that surely they were spying on them and relaying information to the enemy on things like maybe their positions and whatever was in their head, but they were unalived just because of their religion. The purpose of today's photo and discussion is to speak about the lies that are fashioned against us in the form of misinformation. I want you to be aware of the things you watch, the things you listen to, especially when it comes to hating a people to the point of justifying whatever injustices that is happening to them. The truth remains that people die. People are being unalived just because of this. Yeah, think about it. And also, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you see in the photo. I'm sorry today's discussion is all serious. I didn't intend it so, but it is what it is. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye.